Hi, we're making our first video for the 2022-23 school year, and this is going to be the sunflower, yellow, orange, and white, and brown, and green. It's going to be so pretty. So we're going to get, these are our paints. You already have yours. So we're going to use bright yellow because we need 3 colors to make 3D. Right, dark, medium, light. So you never mix them all together or they just become medium again. So we have a light yellow, a medium yellow, and orange, or orange, light orange and yellow. Doesn't matter. And then I added a tiny bit of white on top, so we'll mix it because yellow tends to be a see-through color, and white is not, so we'll help it. And then we have the 2 browns, you know, where the sunflower, where all the seeds are, dark brown, right, and light brown. And then we'll use a little bit of yellow to brighten it up, dark, medium, light, right? And then we're gonna do the green part. The background is all green, all this, and we'll use a green. It's called an emerald green. It's just really nice green, and then we'll add a little bit of blue because she dries darker, so it'll be like a shadow. And then we'll use whatever of the yellows we have left to brighten it up just a little bit. Okay, and then we have 3 paintbrushes, big, medium, small. They're all rounds, which means when you smash them, they're round at the top. And I just like them because they're, see the big one, you smash it and it's like a fan. That's when I want to be big. If I want to be little, I just push softer. It doesn't open as much, right? So we're going to do the, I usually do the background first. Well, we could do the background first again. It'll dry. I'm thinking, because I worry that I don't want the green to get in the yellow, you know? But I think it'll have enough time. So let's do it. Let's do the background first. So the background is the green. We'll need the green, the blue, and some of this yellow. Well, that's why, because I didn't want this yet. Oh, we'll use our finger. We'll drop it off in there and not use our dirty little paintbrush. Okay. So we got our, we'll do the background, and we'll start with this medium paintbrush. Not the really big one. That's the big one holds so much paint. It's really good for doing these big spaces. That's not as big. So you know what? Let's use our super dark brown to make like an outline, like a shadow, you know. And I'll show you how to outline with paint. So we're just gonna get our dark brown, and you just stab your color like that, mate. Just get some. And then to make a line, a nice smooth line, you just smash your paintbrush and it opens like a fan. But then that one hair of the paintbrush touches the Sharpie and you push, and it makes a nice smooth line. And as soon as you run out of paint, you get more paint. You don't scribble, that makes it all furry. So I got my paint, right? Boop. And I'm just gonna go and outline this, and I just go smash. And see how it goes like that? I'll get up closer so you can see. I'll grab my painting. So we go, and we just go smash, and then push, and look at me run out of paint. But there's paint on the other side. Flip it over, smash, and then I ran out again. So I stab my brown, push, oh, see how I missed? Smash, push, and that one hair on the edge of the paintbrush is what makes that smooth line. The other side is all ratty. We don't care. We just want whatever touches the Sharpie to be smooth. Okay. And remember, so this is a video, so I tend to go too fast because you're not here. Because if you were here, it might, you know, we're doing it together, I would walk around and help you and go slower. But whenever I go too fast, just push pause. And then I go, and you just paint whatever you want to paint, stop whenever you want to paint. That's the advantage of having on a video. Because I do go too fast. Because I watch the class to know how fast I need to go. And you're not here. So you have to tolerate me. Whoop. And it's just that part that's going to be green. Right? Now you do it. And I'll go back over mine and smooth it. Because I already put the paint down, I just have to drive over it like a car. And it will just smooth. Okay, and now there's, remember, push, pause, start, stop, whatever you gotta do. And then I'm gonna get my paintbrush and just squeeze out the paint. I just fold it over like that, pinch it, squeeze it really hard, and most of the paint comes out. And then I fill up both of you paint. And we're gonna use green next, so a little bit of brown in there, can't hurt it. Now we're gonna paint the little green part. And we're just gonna go right on top of the brown, right here, and they'll mix. And like, oh, it's like greenish brown, that's so weird. Don't care, just drop, oh, let me hold my green. Leaning over is awkward. Who cares if it mixes? Because we already have the part that touches the flower, so nice. We're not going up to the flower. I'm just throwing it on there because I don't have to be careful now. I already did the smooth part. Now we're going to throw the paint going that way like little dashes. And we just go dash, 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 dash. Scratch, 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 scratch. I'm touching the brown. Here, let me hold it closer to you. That's just, I pick up the brown and I throw it into the green. Oh, look. Scratch, 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 scratch. And it makes this really neat texture. No scribblies. I just scratch at it. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. If I get some brown in the green, so shadow. Great. Now we'll do it again. And this one will have that's greenish brown. Right? Nobody loves it. It's medium. But now let's do just green next to it. So I'm just going to give a scoop of green. A disgusting amount. Just go around and drop it off because we're going to scratch at it and put that texture back. Whee! But that looks terrible. Look at how pretty the scratchy part looks compared to the brown. Now I'll scratch that so it changed the texture. And just push it off the page. Push, 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 push. Oh, it's so much greener than the brown part. Pretty! I'm just changing the texture. That's more interesting to look at. And I'm just throwing the paint. So good. Now we're gonna get our we just use our finger because I don't want the green to get in the yellow, but I want to use some yellow. So I'm gonna stir this yellow, but with my stick. That's dirty. So I'm just gonna use my stick. Because remember I said I put the white on top? Give a swirl. Mixy, mixy. It helps the white helps the yellow from being so. Ugh. Paper towel. Same one. I just right. Fold it over. All clean. Okay, now I'm gonna use my finger. Just get a scoop. Ugh. Pretend like it's a paintbrush and run it next to this yellow or this green. Smear, smear, smear. No, grosso. No, you just get a paper towel, wipe it off. Ew, I need another paper towel. That one's filthy. Okay then. Okay. Now this paintbrush is dirty, right? It has green in it. I'm just gonna smush that green and that yellow off the page, and it'll be greenish yellow because my paintbrush is dirty and I'm touching the green, right? And they might mix. It'll be pretty, right? So I just go scratch. Oh, let me go back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back twice. Look at that weird texture. But see how it turned greenish yellow? Now I'm gonna go back just and kind of soft. Get rid of anything that is white. Get rid of. But I'm not going to go all the way close to the... Oh, there's a piece. I don't want to go into the brown. I don't want to pick up any brown. But the green. Look how pretty. Pretty texture. So how many color values did we end up with? Remember, pause. I go too fast. And that yellow. Do I have to mix it in? No. It's kind of like putting a piece of color next to a piece of color. And where they touch, they kind of mix. But I don't care. I don't worry about that. I just want to see the colors next to each other. And I went super soft, and I lifted my paintbrush the last second. So it has pointy little ends. that. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Oh, look at I like the stripes it makes. Sometimes it's dark green, sometimes light green. Look at the different versions. I have bright yellow, dark green, greenish yellow, without even mixing it very hard. Oh, I don't like that white thing. Get it? Okay. I have dark, medium, light. And the brown, right? I'm going to go back and touch the brown. I'm going to smear it. It's still wet. I want it to be dry right now. If I flatten it, it will dry really fast. There. And when we do it in class, it takes 1,000 times longer than what we just did by myself, because you're not here. So that'll be dry when we do it in class. But look at it. Lovely paintbrush. But we're going to use this one to make the brown part in here. And we just go and the paintbrush explodes like this in these little poofs. Makes a beautiful texture. So we don't care that it's green. So I'm going to get the paper towel and I'm going to give it a squeeze. Squeeze out that green. Ow. Shrek. No. I'm just giving it, squeeze it some more. And it looks, right, it looks like it's clean, but there's still some green in it. But we don't care. Because we're going to do brown when we do that, part. So we don't care. So we'll just rest it on our table. And now we get to do a flower. Love doing the flowers. So can we do, because this one's right in front. She's super pretty. That one should be our last one. Because if we learn with these, what is she talking about? I don't get it. We'll learn with these far away ones. And then we'll get closer and closer and closer. And we'll start here. And this will be our last one. Super pretty. So these will be our ugly ones. Because we're learning. Right? No, but no one really looks at these. And then we'll get better and better and better and better and better and better. And oh my God. Right? It'll be so pretty. And by then, for sure, the outline will be dry. So let's get what are our colors? So our 3 colors for our flower are yellow, medium yellow, or dark yellow. I don't know, orange. And then orange. We're also going to leave a little bit of a lighter brown. Not the dark brown. Too dark. She dries almost black. Look at that. Look at how that's drying on the green. Dark. She's more of a shadow color. We'll just add a little bit of this for some depth in our orange. Okay, so we need to open these so they're ready and handy. Pop. I always put the lids on right after. Just put the lids right back on when you're done with the color, or a section, do it all, put the lids on the green and the brown, dark brown, don't need it. Okay. And then because this is so big, we get to use our big paintbrush. Super big. And look when she's so soft on the sides. It is very smooth, right? So when I use it, I hold my papers kind of flat. I let this flat side touch. If I hold it like a pencil and try to go straight ahead, look at how it barely it kind of pushes so hard, pointy, that it scratches the paint back off. But if I hold it flatter and like that, oh, that is smoother. So here's my piece of bread, and here's my butter. I'm gonna butter my bread. It's just gonna cut up your bread. But what if you use the side? Oh, smooth, right? The side is smooth. Okay, we'll do that. So let's start with this little piece in the corner, okay? And let's get it all wet with the medium or the dark yellow, this one. And we're just gonna, because how many color values do we need for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. So this is medium, and then we'll darken it, and then we'll brighten it, okay? So we just stab this, right? And then we just go, oh, okay. So how do we outline again? Just gonna smash our paintbrush, smash, boosh. Oh, look how see-through she is. Told ya, yellows are crazy. And then smash. Great. And then they're coming out of the center of the flower. So always push down, down, away, 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 out, 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 out. Right? So we're just gonna go, it shines out like it's a sun. Ooh, take a peek at that. So look at where my paint is thick. It's dark. Look where my paint is thin. It's lighter. You do not have to go back and flatten any paint. If you let it be chunky, the dark part will dry darker. The light part, the thin part, will dry lighter. right? But can you make sure you fall off the page? I don't like the like white ants fall off the page on the sides. Whoop. Okay, now look at my chunks. Now I'm gonna get some of the orange, real orange, right? And she has as much pigment, and the orange has as much, powder color as a red. So you do not need a lot of it. She's so aggressive. So just give it a ton of poke, ton of poke. We didn't clean our paintbrush yet. It's just yellow in there, which can't hurt nothing. So just go poke. Oh, It's got some, just a little bit. I can always add a little bit more, but I can't take it out, right? So we'll wipe it off right here, just like it's a booger and you want it off. You just go, bleh. Look how dark that is, right? Now, remember what we did here, and we pushed this green? What if we push this orange down, down, like a little row? Oh, look at it, pointy bottom, because we practiced over here. I know. And then, without getting any more paint, just what's left on your paintbrush, can you scratch the bottom of it down? Maybe just grab a tiny bit of the orange and push it down a little further. Oh, look at the stripes. Looks like fire. And then just run out. Now I want to go get a bright yellow, but this paintbrush, I don't want this color in there. So can we give it a squeeze? Okay. Let's give it a little pinch. Let me get, I have a fan on in the room and it keeps blowing my napkins away. So I just give it a pinch. Just squeeze it. Oh, big bird sneeze. Okay, and now I'm gonna get my little paintbrush. I'm just gonna stab my yellow, give it a poke. Right? And we're gonna put it along the bottom of the painting. And just wipe it off like it's a booger. Ew, get off, slime. Look how much brighter she is. But we can't push it down. How about if we just kind of push it up a little bit? It's got stripes like fire. Let's do it again. Push up. Fire! Should I do it more? No, I should not. But I want to. What happens if I keep doing it? The whole thing will just be orange. Yellow doesn't like to be touched. So if you touch her too much, she just turns orange. Okay. Fire! So pretty. Now we can go back and get that medium yellow or light orange. I don't know. Stab! Big old moko. Now we're going to outline the next little piece. Okay, and I just go smush. I'm inside the flower petal and let one hair touch. Smush. And then paint down. Look at my chunks. I didn't go back and fix it. See? You're going to get so good at this. Most people want to keep flattening their paint to make it all the same. We're going to do ours chunky and lumpy, and I'll make different versions of the same color. Okay, now I'm going to get a dirty paintbrush because I'm just getting a little bit of orange. Poke, ton of bit. Boop. And then I'm going to wipe it off right here. Whoosh. And put it there so I can play with it, right? I got it off my paintbrush so I can play with it, and I'm going to push down. Flick. Oh, done. How if we push it down one more row? Don't scribble it. Click it. Scratch. Just a little scratch. And then push it down another. Oh, I'm running out of orange. Exactly. Dark orange. Light orange because I ran out. No more orange. And now we're going to get that clean our paintbrush so we could get the bright yellow. I don't want to ruin bright yellow, So I just make a big burst knot, and I just go pinch, squeeze. Ooh, I do like those colors. It looks like a flower right there. It really does. I don't know, love color. And then now I'm gonna get my bright yellow. It's a bad fan. Bad fan. Okay, I go scoop. Little scoop of yellow, drop it off along the bottom. Whoop! But I do think I need to lift it up a little. Ooh, because I need to see the bottom, and your easel, it's gonna be in your way. Just push it up. Up. Fire. Scratch. Oh, it's so bright. Oh no, I got some over here, so I'm about to paint it. So let's check for 3D. Do you have a dark area, a medium area, a light area? 3D. Did you scribble it all together and make one color? Can we do better next time? Because we're on Earth. So here you can only learn by doing. So could you do it and then go, I could do better. Maybe not push so hard with your paintbrush and be more like scratchety with it. You know? Fun, fun, fun. Okay? So now I'm going to get look how much bigger this petal is. Those were little for learning. Okay? Now we're going to go bigger. So I'm going to step that. We start over. But we know how now because we did it twice. We sort of get it. Remember, pause anytime. I'm going too fast. It's okay because you know what to do. So I just go step. Oh my God, why did I get so much? This is a big petal. We might as well load up our paintbrush and push when we outline it. So we just go on. And oh, I have a black Sharpie and you can still see it, right? Yours is gonna be in pencil. I use black Sharpie because you can't see pencil on the camera. Okay, so don't you worry about those black lines. That's just for this, okay? So now I got my big blob of paint and I go smash, push. And what if I touch the other petal? She's in front, of course. Remember on the bottom, we can always pick up our painting when we do the yellow part at the end. And then stab my yellowy color again. And then, uh-oh, I'm getting close to that green part. Look, it's dry now because we flattened it a little. Flat paint dries faster. Okay, and where's the tip? Way down here, the petal goes off the page. So we don't have to put a lot of the bright yellow. We'll just put some like this, okay? So we stab our yellow again, and now we get to fill the whole thing in with yellow. And do we let it be chunky? Meow, 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 meow. Scratch, 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 scratch. How come your hand will stay inside the lines? How come it's staying in the lines? Because you did coloring books when you were little, and that's how you learned it, and your brain won't let you. Look how chunky and lumpy. Look how thick it is. Let me hold it like that. Can you see? No, I don't think you can see. But I can see it from where I am. So that really dark thing is super thick. And it makes 3D just by giving it permission to have thick parts. Okay, now we'll get our same dirty little paintbrush. Get some of the orange, just a little bit. Boop. Touch the orange. Hello. And we're just going to wipe it off here. And now we're going to throw it down. But where's the tip of the petal? Way. Okay, so point off the page, but kind of at an angle. Diagonal, right? Scratch, 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 scratch. Oh, we just made orange. But that's not the only orange we're going to make. What's in my paintbrush? A tiny little bit of dirty yellowish orange. That's what makes the next row. Oh, just touch the bottom of it. Oh my God. That's what? It's either a darker yellow or a lighter orange. Okay. And then do just what's left on your paintbrush. Push it a little. Oh, it's running out of orange. Oh no. And then it's running out of orange even more. All gone, yay. Do I go back and fix anything? No. Because if you keep rubbing it together, it just becomes one color. And no one will love it, right? So now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. No. Silly Billy. Let's get paper towel. Give it a squeezy. Squeeze. Oh, this one's too dirty to play with now. I want a new one. But anyway, now I'm going to get some bright yellow. I'm going to put it along the bottom. Wait. No, wait. It's this corner. Down here by this is the brightest area, you know. And it's heading towards the flower. So I just go push it towards the, what's this part called? Brain freeze. And push up. I'm running out of yellow. I'm running out of bright yellow. I don't even care. Done. Oh, it's only bright yellow on the bottom. And look at how little chunky and scratched at. So pretty. No need to smoothie. Different kind of painting. This one is chunky and lumpy. So wait, check for 3D. Is it darkest by the flower? Is it medium halfway? Is it bright on the end? Can you see any lines where my colors stop, then start again, like a flag? No, I go and make sure I ruin any little perfect straight lines. That happens because we're so used to almost creating little boxes for ourselves to paint in, but it's there. I got rid of any line. Now we get to do, let's do this one. That one? Because she's little like that one. And we can have more practice, So stab your, we go back, what, medium? Remember the medium yellow? Hello. And we just outline it. So I land in the petal, smash, push. And then, oh, I should have turned my paintbrush over it, but there's more paint on the inside. And then it's flying out from the flowers, which is, now we have to push up. Awkward, but we can do it. It's not too hard for our brain. Now I'm going to push, because it's the flower is shining like a sun away from the middle. I'll just chunk it out. And what if there's different versions of the same color, all thick and thin? So, right? And I'm like, oh, that's terrible. We touch it again with the other two colors. So, okay. Now, dirty little paintbrush. I'm going to go get some orange. I don't need as much as when I did the big paint. So just a little bit. Let me show you. Maybe by a little. Sorry, I knocked it over. So I just go and touch. I just got some. I'm going to scoop it. That was when I was trying to get a whole bunch of yellow, So I just drop it off like this. Phew. Now I'm going to push it. One tiny little row. Push it up, so it's all prickly, like little grass. Up. How soft did I do that? This is how soft. Whew, tickly. I'm just making little scratchy marks, right? So now I'm going to do just what's left on my paintbrush and scratch it, just the tips of that grass and push it up. I got stripes. You want to see up close? I got stripes like fire. And I didn't go back and smooth it? No, I did not. I have to get this yellow out. I don't like this napkin is filthy. I'm on a new one. I give it a squeeze. So I keep it folded over so it doesn't touch anything or get on my arms or, And then I'm going to get the bright yellow. Poke. I don't need a whole bunch, just some. And drop it off at the top. Hello. Right? And then I'm going to push it towards just one little row. Right, little. And just scratch it. Fire. Isn't that pretty? I made little stripes. How soft did I do it? Tickly, barely touching it with the tip of my paintbrush. Okay, now let's do this one. Look awkward. That was a weird shaped one, but it's still, it's because it's behind this petal, right? So I don't care if this is on there when I go get the medium yellow, because she doesn't hurt nothing. Let's go poop. She's too light to do anything, see? And I'm going to outline this one. Oh, how come you can do it now without me telling you? She did it like 3 times. Oh, that wasn't enough paint. It's all dry. Should I cry and go home? No, I just get more. Oh, thicker is better. Push. Up. Uh-oh, I got some here on this one. I paint over it. Nobody cares. And then, awkward. So I have to put the orange and then bright yellow. We can do it. It's just an awkward shape. Because you know how the petals, they line up behind each other? So, and get a tiny bit of orange. Boop, and put it right here. La. And then push it up like grass. And then don't touch it twice. Just give it permission to have lumps and bumps. And then just touch the tippity tip of it and push it a little higher. I ran out of orange. Perfect. You want to see? Did I give it permission to have dark areas where it's thick and thin areas where I ran out of orange? Yes. 3D. Dark pieces, medium pieces, light pieces. But now we have to clean our paintbrush so we don't get our bright yellow all dirty. And I have to find my paper towel, fold it over, pinch it, squeeze, and keep it closed so it doesn't get on nothing. And now I can get, oh, the bright yellow must be all the way over here, huh? Probably none of it will get all the way over here. That's right. So I poke my bright yellow. I'm going to put it in this corner. Whoop. And we're just going to push it uphill. And then I ran out. I don't care. Done. I just wanted the edge where two colors touch. I wanted them to be ratty. So I just go like that. And they don't make a wall. You know, I go, hey, here's my yellow. Here's my darker yellow. And I let them go. Ooh, big piece. Want to do it? Okay. Trust yourself. We only did it like this many times. And we only have 3 left. And then this cool thing. Why do we have to do this thing last? So that it can go on top of the orange part. Because she poops out on top of the petals. So we do that part last. Okay. So now I'm going to get my bright yellow. Step. Meh. And, I was going to lie. I did that backwards. It was supposed to be medium yellow. I made a mistake. Should I cry and go home? I forgive myself. I just adjust and move on. So, here's this one. I like this medium yellow. Stop! Why am I getting so much? This petal is huge, and we have far to go. So go ahead and scoop your paint, you know. And then we outline with it. Smash, boo. Uh-oh, it's touching the other petal. So, she's on top. Look how long it's lasting. And then it went dry. So do I start scribbling when it goes dry? No, just get more paint. Step. Get a mocha of paint. Oh, and then push. Oh, I get to go on top of the brown area a little bit. Look how the yellow on top of the brown just looks like a dark yellow. Because this petal's in front. Oh, it's smooth. It looks like a flower. And then I fill it all in. Oh no, I have to finish tracing. Trace. Now I can fill it all in. Just get it wet, chunky chunk, right? But they're all pulling backwards this way, towards the flower, not up and down. Ooh, chunky chunk. Just the tip. There. Now I'm going to get my orange. Maybe a little bit more orange. Remember we just been getting a poke of orange? Maybe we get a little harder poke so there's more on our paintbrush. Can I show you? Let's go in. It's a little bigger. Why? Because our petal's bigger. It's not a tiny poke. I need to be able to push it down the petal a little more. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to go. Whoop. And then don't turn your paintbrush over. Let that one chunky part sit. Just use this one side so you run out of paint. If you flip it over, too much paint. We're going to try to run out of paint. So I go, there's one row. And then less. Real soft. So soft I can hardly stand it. I can barely feel it. And then I scratch the edge of that. I'm running out of paint. It's invisible. I'm going further along. I'm running out of paint. I'm running out of paint. I ran out. But how many colors is that? Dark, medium, lighter, all gone. Remember, push pause. I do go too fast because you're not here. So I can't stop and help you and everything. You have to trust yourself harder. Okay, now bright yellow for the tips. So I stab the bright yellow a little bit more than normal. How come? Because it's a big petal. And then, but I'm gonna put it on the triangle, real slow, because I don't want it, you know, to leave my petal and go into the green part. So I just go, and then I flip it over so I can use the other half of it. Right. Now we're gonna push it towards the flower. Push. Oh, look, there's paint on the side of my paintbrush. I'm gonna get that off. There. And yellow does not like to be touched, so you can't touch her a lot. If you have to, get another poke more. If you touch it too much, she'll just turn orange. She'll be shy. Okay, so, oh, I made my yellow. It needs to be dark, medium, bright. Bright got lost. I need to put more. Okay. Oh, there, the second bit of yellow was helpful. So now I have bright, medium, dark. So do you see how much thicker this paint is on yours? Look at your painting. Right? Or I can bring it closer. Look how much thicker the paint is here. Because I gave it permission to be a lot. Then I let it run out and got kind of dry. And then when I put all this thick lumpy yellow and then I brought it this way, I let it be dry. Like a little dry nothing in the middle. Is that curious? You know what I'm going to do? Do you have a little bit of white? A little bit of white? Let's get a little bit of white and make just a little highlight down the middle. Make it a tiny bit brighter. Gently, right? So, tiny bit. And then we'll put it right near the yellow, like in the middle of the yellow. And then it's going to mix in with your yellow. Let me bring my painting closer so you can see good. And we're just going to, like it's on my paintbrush, right? And then I pick it up and I put it somewhere else. And I pick it up and I put it somewhere else. And I pick it up and I just put it in a scratchy paste. Oh, click, 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 click. Oh, no, I ran out. Look at what the white pieces look like. Like the light turned on. Should I go back and rub that in? No, we just kind of picked it up and dropped it off somewhere else, and picked it up and dropped it off somewhere else. Why didn't we do that here? Because they're in the shadow. We don't want anyone to stare at these. They were learning ones. But if we put the little white, because we've done it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So now we're ready to make everybody stare. Just added a 4th color, white, for a little sparkle. Now we get to do this one. This one's last, remember? Oh, okay. So we'll do this one. I don't care if there's white on there. We're just going to get that medium yellow. And scoop it, smoosh it right me. So I'm going to go push. Ran out of paint. More paint. Push. Squeeze. Oh. Surprising how fast you run out of paint. Like the canvas, she's thirsty. She drinks up all your paint. Uh-oh. Okay. Now I have to go on the tip where that brown is. I'm going to go slow so I can just sneak up on the edge. Okay. Okay. And it is touching the brown a little bit, but I know that my yellow is see-through, so it doesn't hurt nothing. Okay, there. Now that I have an outline, chunky, lumpy, so I get my yellow, scoop it. Oh, I don't care. Boop, 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 boop. Pick it up and drop it off. Pick it up and drop it off. Boop, boop, boop. Scratch, 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 scratch. And they're flat now. Called horizontal. They're flat because shooting out like a sun from this thing out. So now they're pointing this way. Scratch, scratch, chunk. Oh, dark, thick places and thin places. Do we care? No, we do not. Okay, now I get, oh, filthy paintbrush. I'm going to get regular orange. I'm not going to care. So now I get maybe a little harder poke at the orange. Remember, because it's a little bigger. Just, oh, it's a lump, a poke. I just wipe out. Now I'm going to scratch it going out that way. I don't know, like 2 fingers big, right? Push, push, push. Oh, it looks like flames. But only if I do them once. And then I'm going to, just what's left on my paintbrush, I don't turn it over because I'll start over with that big glob. No, I'm just going to use that one side so I can run out. And then, oh, I'm running out of orange already. And then another row. They don't have to be straight. They can be a little jumpy, a little chunky. You know, I don't have to, oh, see what I did? This is what I mean. See what I did? Put them in a straight line. I should have been a little more wild, you know? Not there. Still running out, heading there. But I don't want to do them in a perfectly straight line because I'll see that line. I have dark orange and all this yellow there, and I want to get bright yellow. Need to get rid of it. Here's my pepper towel. That looks like fire. No, it looks like a poppy flower. Man, I'm good. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I just go pinch, squeeze. Mostly clean. And then I get my bright yellow and I'm going to get a scoop of it lump, so I could put it in the triangle. Push, push, and I'm gonna push it towards the flower. Push, 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 scratch, scratch, forward, 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 forward. Maybe one more row. Forward, 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 forward. So pretty. I want to do it again. Remember how yellow's shy? Make it turn orange. So I'm gonna get a little bit more. Do it one more time. One more time. So I stab my bright yellow, and I put it here. Just wipe it off because I'm gonna play with it. And I'm gonna push it this way. Softer though, because I think last time I did it so hard I was scratching the paint. So I'm gonna do it really soft. Remember this soft? Tickle, tickle. So push it this. Oh, oh, oh. Nice, nice. And then a little farther, a little farther. Oh, and then I ran out halfway. I did run out halfway. Now what can we do to make it shine? Remember the white? Get a little bit of white. But it only stays near the end, not in the orangey part. I'm just going to get some. Boop. And remember, I drop it off with a little wipe, and then I pick that wipe up, and I put it somewhere else, and it's just bouncy, 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 just as big as like three fingers, right? Oh, right about there, right about there, right about, okay. So I drop off the front. Let me get it closer. So I drop it off right there. Boop. Now let's go get it. Oh, pick it up and drop it off. When I go visit it again, pick it up and drop it off. Oh, look at that pretty. Now a scribble. I dropped him in little dashes. Oh, I wish it was more disappearing right here. There's almost nothing left in my paintbrush. Maybe I'll very gently visit the middle so it could be invisible. But the brightest part over there. See? I did a good job. Last one. Last one. Okay. So who feels like they could do this by themselves with no help? What if I close my mouth and then you do it? I know, but you remember all the steps and everything. But teachers can't help but to keep talking. So if I can't hold my quiet, you know how hard it is not to talk when you have a thought in your head. I know. I'll try. Okay, so I'll show you, but I will try to use no words so you can ignore me and just go do this. Try not to talk, sorry. Gosh, I want to say something so bad. Okay, I'm talking. Sorry. That was very hard. I know you know, because everybody loves to talk when you're thinking of something. Just push pause if you haven't finished. I've done this before, so I know how to. Sorry, you just push pause. Okay, you back? Alright, so look at our green part. Is there dark? Is there medium? Is there light? Yes, there is. Now look at your petals. Is there dark areas, medium areas, light areas? Yes, there is. Excellent. And now we need to, not big paintbrush. No, we could use big paintbrush. Let's just go ahead and use big paintbrush. It'll hold more paint. And it doesn't matter if there's yellow on there. So what is the colors? Is dark brown for a shadow, medium brown, and then a little bit of this to make sparkles. Dark, medium, light, 3D. So let's get our darkest brown. I'm just gonna stab it. Stab. So I can get a look. I'll show you up close. Okay. And we're just gonna drop this off like this. Poke, 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 poke. And when you run out of paint, you just get more. And it's gonna make little poofs and be really bumpy and textured. You'll love it. Okay. So I just want to get rid of that. I'm going to go on top of the flower because I don't like this rough edge. Right? Let's go on top. Poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it. And you have to go back 2 times. Go back over it. Nobody cares. And it turned clear. Look. Super thick. Nothing. Get more. Step. I guess I didn't have to push so hard because the paint way up here didn't get used at all. Just what's on the tip. Good to know. Oh, gotta be on the pedal. This center thing that I already forgot what it was called. Noise. Look how rough it is. And the little stick out pieces from the scratchiness of your, And then let's do this one. Remember, pause. I go fast. I'm sorry. I can tell when I'm going fast. Oh, I need to poke more. Poke. And then kind of in the middle of this is a dark blobby, like an eyeball. Yay! So good. Push pause. And it's brown on here. Dark brown. I don't care. I might go get light brown. And what if the dark brown and the light brown mix? Don't care. Remember when we did the green and the brown and we let them mix? So let's go, poke. Ooh. I'm going to let them touch. And they're going to mix. Look at, oh, this one goes far. Look at it. Oh, so much better than the dark brown. It lasted all the way around. Now I'm going to do this one. And they are touching, and they kind of mix when they touch. We don't care. I'm not covering up completely. I'm kind of touching her edge. Can I show you? I touched it, but I didn't cover it up. Right? I just touched the side, and then I can do around this one. Okay, and now let's get our medium yellow. She's almost gone because she took so much. And this is dirty, filthy paintbrush. Let's put it what's left in our yellow and stir it, this dirty paintbrush with all that brown on it, and make a dirty yellow. I never asked you to mix paints yet. Look at this filthy, beautiful yellow. She's not filthy. She'll dry darker though. Now let's go mush it right in the middle, and will it touch that brown side and that brown side? Yeah, probably. We don't care. Oh wait, I need more. It ran out. I got more. Oh yeah. Oh, let me get some more of that. Oh, it's stuck there. Now there's no more white on our whole canvas. Do you see how they accidentally mixed? Well, that's definitely in the medium family. Do you see that? I have a little part and it didn't go off the edge. I fixed that there. Well, that's just dark, and some dark. How about if we get some baby yellow and drop it off like we did the white? But my paintbrush is filthy. So can I see my finger? I'm just going to put just where it was that yellowy stuff. Put little boogies. Because my dirty paint, this paintbrush would pick up too much paint, right? She's humongous. And it would mush it in. I have to lick off my finger. No, you wipe it off with a napkin. You're crazy. Okay, now gently. Does yellow like to be touched? No. But her texture's all wrong. That's a little blue. Let's just touch it a little and try to change her texture to look like the other ones. But I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to bump into one and then keep going. Then but so, and I bumped into it again. And I bumped into another. And I pick it up and I drag it around. Okay, I need a little bit more. Oh! Okay, I'll touch that. Rough it up. It just stays in the middle part though. Wait. Just a few extra pokes here and there, just for interest. There, that's all. Do you love it? Look what you made. See? Look what you did. You just did that. You just trusted somebody and said, I don't know. Let's see how it happens. And then you do it and you're like, good job for you. Excellent job. Give yourself some applause for me. Yay. Good job, you guys. Clean up real nice.